I'm going to bake them in my air fryer. I may have just upset the sourdough gods by saying that. But I moved into this house and it didn't have an oven, so I've had to make do with what I have. And just because I don't have an oven doesn't mean I can't have sourdough. So I'm going to take these balls of dough and I'm going to pinch off one extra little piece. So you just see this little piece of dough, and that's going to come into play in a moment. And I'm going to put these balls of dough in a bowl with a cloth with flour, ready to rise, as if I've done all my stretching folds and I have shaped my bread. So this is my bowl with my cloth, and I'm going to just flour it very generously because I don't want the dough to stick to the cloth. So I'm going to put a lot of flour in there. And I'm going to put my ball of dough right in there. And then I'm going to do one of my favorite tricks that I've learned in sourdough making. You're welcome to do it as well. I'm going to use probably the most non-kitchen tool in the kitchen to make sourdough. And that is this, a shower cap. Yes, a washable, reusable shower cap. I'm going to take the shower cap, I'm going to put it over my dough. I'm going to take this and put it in a warm place until she's ready to bake. So what is this little extra pinch of dough for? Well, this is for something that you would use to see when your dough is ready. And basically what you do is you take this little ball of dough, you put it in a glass of warm water, not hot, not cold, nice warm water, and you'll see it's sunk to the bottom. Do you see? Now when this ball of dough rises to the top, that means your ball of dough is now ready to be baked. Amazing, right? And I don't have Dutch ovens because, like I said, I bake in my air fryer. I've got these enamel pots that I use. It has a lid. And I'm going to get that ready by lightly oiling it and keeping it to the side so that as soon as my ball of dough is ready, I can pop it in there and get ready to bake. It's actually now 5 hours after we did the initial dough mix, and I've literally done nothing to it. I've just left it be. And I've come and I've had a look and I see my little ball of dough left in the water is now floating. And when it's doing this, it means that your dough should be properly proofed, and it doesn't need to be proofed anymore. It should be ready to bake or shape and then bake. But we're not going to do any shaping. We're just going to put it straight into baking because we are baking a sandwich loaf. And basically what that means is it's going to be a nice soft crumb, and it's not going to be anything with big holes in or anything like that. It's just a simple, good bread that you can eat without the contents falling out of the sandwich. And as I mentioned, I was going to do 2 smaller loaves. So you can see it's quite small. It's pretty much doubled in size from what it was originally, but it's still a small loaf because I want to do 2 small ones instead of 1 big one.